Okay, hey guys, good morning. So for today's video, it's a WIP chat / diamond painting vlog. We're going to be printing pictures to put on my boxes, top lid of the box, so that way I can tell which diamonds they go to which painting. Which these diamonds go to this painting, obviously, but I will print a picture off on the top lid so I can know which ones go with. But anyways, I wanted to show you the painting I'm currently working on. And by the way, I'm coming at you with a good night's sleep. So I'm really excited. So therefore, a vlog. So therefore, yeah. Anyways, so I worked all this. It's really fast, and it's really fun. Lots of confetti and lots of color blocking. And it's very pretty, and I absolutely love it. I actually started this because I was running out of projects to do, because all my projects are at the finish line, and they just need more replacement drills, and I'm like, Mom has to email Diamond Art Club for the replacement drills, yada, so I can finish my project. So, wanted to say that. So anyways, I'm currently working on Panda Bears. So I'm really excited about this one. It's different, it's fun. It has waterfalls, my favorite waterfalls, I guess. But I realized Panda Bears are also my spirit animals. I have giraffes, I have elephants, and I have panda bears. I've always loved panda bears, and yeah, so I saw this, and I was like, I had to get it, and I was like, I had to do it. It's a bear family. It's so cute. I mean, what can, so, I was watching this video on YouTube, Diamond, I think it's Diamond Painting with Jim, and I've always had trouble in starting my square canvases. So I watched his, and he started at the bottom part of the square, and I was like, I'm going to do that too, and lo and behold, my squares are straight, and I am really excited, and they are looking really good. So, Mom's like, that's the better placement you've ever done. So I was pretty proud of myself. You can see here the panda bear face. So in this video, I think we're going to do the square together right here, all the black and the leaves. I cannot wait to get to the purple flowers. I'm nearing towards the end of my row, so I'm really happy with that, and it's coming along. I'm working on it sideways, and I wanted to mention that because it is a really big painting. It's a landscape painting, basically, with the panda bears. So, and it has lots of foliage and lots of confetti for the foliage, flowers, and all that. So it has lots of confetti. Has lots of color blocky too, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, so the pen I'm using, so I've already explained where the pen came from, so in previous videos. Here's a tray I'm using by Diamond Art Club. This is also by Diamond Art Club. It came with the Christmas Advent. So it's also a tray. Here are the tweezers I'm using, and also my cutting knife for when I cut the squares. Ceramic knife. Sometimes I use my electric pen for ABs, but that often works from time to time, and depending how much patience I have with it, I use my electric pen. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know down in the comments down below. Also, if you want to see any more diamond painting vlogs, let me know. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of doing WIP chat once a week. Depending if I have a doctor appointment that day, or if I have blood work that day, or if, my crazy schedule or something's not working out. That way I can throw WIP chat up there if I could done that the day before, and then make sure that's going up on that day, and then not worry about it until you guys comment or something, and then I can reply back to you during that night. So that way I can still be in touch and base with you guys and still upload. But I will try. This is actually going up. I don't know when. Because today is Tuesday, actually. and I have blood work today, so I don't know if I'll have time to edit because I have to get ready for that, and it's a mess. So I have to get blood work done, and then I was thinking more of I can edit after I get back. I don't know if I'll be able to post per se of commenting back. So let me talk to you guys about this. I'm running into this issue of where YouTube is banning me from commenting, and it's really, really strange. This is like the third time it happened to me, and I would email YouTube. I tried doing that before, but they really didn't get back to me on that, and I'm like really upset because I worked so hard on my channel, and it's one thing that it's like accusing me of, and I'm not doing anything, so I don't know why it's banning me from commenting like for a day, and I'm like, really? So if you guys have any issues on solving that, just let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to research it and see if I can lift that ban. So yeah, so I wanted to mention that as well. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm not doing anything wrong, and yeah, so anyways, and I'm hardly ever commenting on other people's videos either, so I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm only commenting on the videos that I post or that I'm watching you guys, so wanted to mention that as well. So anyway, so this is the painting I am currently working on. See the Panda bear face. It's like a big one and a little one, and it's so cute, and I absolutely love it. And it's just something different, and I just love the flowers. I sent a photo to my brother, and he's like, that looks like 90s, or in a good way. So I was like, yeah, it does. So, because it's very vivid colors. So, yeah. That's a lot of talking, a lot of yapping for today's video, because I feel so good. Like, I feel really good. I don't know when I'm going to be filming. I'm going to be filming this square or that square. But I'm not really sure. This is the rule I use for my squares. I don't know if I'll be filming each square, or we'll see how this video goes, or how I feel like filming, or when, depending. I might not even do a weapon chat today. We'll see how I feel later today. I might need a nap, or later today after I get home from blood work. Because I did get up at 5 o'clock, and it is currently 6:30. So, yeah. So, anyways, wanted to mention that as well. It's actually 6:30 in the morning. So, with that being said, I'm trying to figure out my schedule of posting videos. I might put some poll of what days are available and what times are available for you guys. That way I can maximize my YouTube videos, to the full potential that it deserves. So I wanted to mention that as well. So anyways, I'm talking a lot for being early in the morning. I've already had my cup of coffee. I've already had my cup of coffee, and I'm about to go eat breakfast. And yeah, so I think it's a long clip for now. I want to sign off here. Just one more time with the panda bears, saying hello, and yeah. Guys, so welcome to today's video. So for today's video, I thought I would do a weapon chat. I think about doing these weekly for you guys because I love making them so much, and they're really easy to make. And I know I say that redundantly, but I wanted to mention that. So here I am, kind of the square, and we actually do a whole square on camera for you guys. I'm so excited for that, and I'm really happy that I'm able to do a whole square on camera for you on camera for you guys. And I was watching YouTube here, so in the background and everything. So I wanted to mention that. So here's the beginning of a square, and you can see the panda bear face. And I'm working on Panda Bear for Diamond Art Club, and I'm really excited about this one. And I'm just so happy that my squares are straight and they're lined up perfectly. And I got this channel, Diamond Paintings with Jim, and he showed how to line up your squares by checkerboard method, and just lining up your squares and all that. So yeah, that was a really interesting video, so I wanted to shout out to him. He has an interesting channel, so I wanted to mention that. And guys, let me put a disclaimer on this video. if I'm unable to reply back to your comments right away, YouTube have banned me for commenting on other people's videos, and I don't know if it does the same thing with mine. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but it only banned me for a day, so I'm posting this, and I'm hoping it will allow me to reply back to you guys, but I have until 5:30 today to start replying back to comments, so that kind of thing. Hopefully I'll be able to at some point today. So, don't know why I have to deal with that, but YouTube stuff. Yeah, it's kind of. It's taking a while for me to start the square actually, because I would start trying to get the plastic off the canvas. So, wanted to mention that as well. So today, what's today's plans? I'm getting blood work done. How fun! Not. Uh, yeah, I have to do it once a week. But I'd rather have that than go to the hospital. So, uh, yeah, or else they'll be posting me twice a day, or even more than twice a day, and I just don't want that. So I can barely do once a week. So I have that today. Woohoo! Um, so, in other news, other good news, you guys, I got good sleep last night. I was so excited. Mom had bought these bed risers for me, and they are a miracle worker. Now, granted, I woke up twice to use the bathroom, but other than that, and plus, I was really thirsty the other night, so I was facing my fan, and that makes my throat really dry. So, I kept getting thirsty. But other than that, I slept like a baby. I slept like a rock, and I feel so good right now. And it's only 8 o'clock, and I've been up since 5 or 4:55 this morning, and I just feel so good right now. Like I have a lot of energy. I'm like thinking to myself, I want to do a video, even if I can't post comments right away. But so therefore, um, so I'm really excited about that, and I hope the audio will work well for today's video. I don't have to post it twice because I just don't have the time to post another video today. And or re-edit or whatnot. I mean, I guess I do, but in a way I don't as well. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. I hope you guys are doing well. How are you? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're doing well. If you like these WIP chats, also I could definitely start doing them more often. And this is like the fourth or fifth one I've been doing, and I've been featuring each project. I was adjusting the camera there. Sorry, guys. I've been doing, basically projects that I've been. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. Let's talk about this. So for a while now, we were going really, 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 really strong on Cozy Christmas. I mean, I was down to the last row, right? So I was down to the last row as I was working on Cozy Christmas. And that thing is huge. Like, OMG. So, I'm down to the last row, and I ran out of the white triangle, and I was really mad and upset because I'm down to the last row. I had a lot of blocking of the triangle, and I was like, oh my gosh. So, Mom's going to order some diamonds for me because it's under her account. Um, so I'm hoping to get some more diamonds so I can like diamond replacements so I can like finish coating Christmas. Because those are the only diamonds I need to like finish coating Christmas, and then I'll be finished. I have one more left, and that's really amazing because I got through the blocking, I got through the confetti of the Christmas tree, and I'm like, so there might be one more weapon chat with coating Christmas coming up soon if we ever get more diamonds. So I want to mention that. And then I was working on the Unicorn Girl, and guys, um, let me say this real quick. I love squares. Like, squares are my favorite thing ever. And squares with diamond painting is, like, so satisfying, and you have so much detail. And just placing the square on the target and making them line up, it's just, like, satisfaction. And I'm like, with the Unicorn Girl, it's a round, and I'm like, well, yes, I'm doing a lot of, um, a lot of squares in a day, but with a round, it's like you can only do so much that I don't know. I'm not saying rounds are bad. Rounds are great for beginners, and I wanted to mention that. But rounds is like, it's more of a less serious project for me. I guess I could say. With rounds, it's like if I want a fun time, or if I don't care about detail, or if I don't care about placement, I go to my rounds. Um, so with that being said, if there's any gaps in my rounds, I could just do a micro powder or Rebecca powder or whatever that powder is that mom has, but I can just do it with that. But with squares, you don't have any gaps, so it's like I love that because it's so satisfying when you put a square down and you hit the right target. That's why I love squares so much, and it's easier. Like I don't know, I just love squares. Since I learned the target method. So, anyways, yeah. I'm gonna leave you guys here and enjoy the rest of the video. I know it's gonna be redundant in music, but I hope you guys like it. And if you will, leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as the ban is lifted. Um, so, or I might just put a status on my YouTube community tab thanking you guys all for my comments, and I will surely get back to you all, or at least heart it or something if I can. YouTube's being ridiculous and not allowing me to comment on other people's videos or not allowing me to comment. And I hardly ever comment on other people's videos. I only comment on my friends' videos, and that's it. And yeah, so anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, put a panda bear and emoji down in the comments down below if you made it this far into the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.